pit stop at the Los Angeles Career Center.
If you guys are wondering what these cars are, they're donating these to us.
What's going on, guys? We are on a mission right now. Our final stop is going to be Summer Nats USA at the Freedom Factory. Right now we are making a pit stop at the Los Angeles Career Center. As you can see, my guy here,
We MacGyvered some stuff last night. We noticed that the little perch that's holding the lift spring on the trailer broke, and you'll see the video on where we made some ghetto stuff to make it work. But
what city is this?
This is Lancaster.
Lancaster. And so we're about to do a quick tour of the shop, see what they got going on here. But yeah, right now they're fixing the trailer. There's a lot of weight on this thing right now. As you can see, that's the plank of wood, zip ties.
Oh, yeah.
This is a well-oiled machine. Literally pulled in, they're getting right to work. It's pretty much like a pit crew. This is what was saving us, as you can see.
That's some nice wood right there, I'll tell you what.
It worked though, huh?
Yeah, it worked.
It
Could
worked.
have made it to Florida. But, you know, it's probably best. We're hoping nothing else goes wrong, but it's probably best that we fix that just so that we don't have to do it.
Yeah, we're already 5-6 hours deep. Another 40 hours on this plank of wood. I don't know if that would have held up. He keeps blaming my car because it's so heavy. It might have a little something to do with it.
I just need the paint off the plastics. I don't know. I don't want to break it again.
Yeah, that thing's reinforcing. The trailer is fixed. We are good to go.
If you guys are wondering what these cars are, they're donating these to us. What? I'm just kidding. Yeah, two lucky students. Fight to the death, hand-to-hand combat. No.
Hey, yo, I'll leave my car if I can take the Camaro.
Huh?
So I'll leave my car if I can take the Camaro.
Right. No, we're not yet. I haven't barely drove it yet. Hold on.
You can build another one.
Dude, I'm down. We're about to this semester. We're gonna build the blue Camaro's evil twin this semester. We got a lot going on, so pay attention, man. It's gonna be a lot. Hey, but I want to do a quick intro to our friends that are on their way to Florida.
Yeah.
Right? We got Jose and Jensen coming down from the south, coming up from Frisco, on their way down, coming through LA. Wanted to come by and see what you guys are up to. See what you guys are doing over here, and already you kind of jumped in and helped fix the trailer that was broken. So that's kind of how friends do in this community.
Thank
right?
you.
Jumping to help each other out.
I greatly appreciate the help.
Yeah. No, for sure, man. Thanks
I
for
don't think that plank of wood would have.
Yeah, the 2x4 might not have made
It
it.
was down my wood, dude. It was zip tied. I think it would have made it. I don't know. It's only 40 more hours.
Wood too. The wood probably would have made it too.
That was a spec zip tie that was holding that in there. But no, I just want to introduce you guys and just show like. So how'd you guys get started in driving? And like, what's your goal? Like, obviously these cars are awesome. What you guys doing?
So for me, I grew up kind of I still am in the ghetto, but
Yeah. Hey, us too, bro.
I did sideshows from 2010 to 2015, and I met a company named Hoonigan, and they helped me out, and they said, leave that stuff in the past, no more street stuff, and we'll help you out, and they did. So I do this on a professional level now, to where I don't compete, but I have fun with it, do social media, and a lot of companies are on board and help me out. I just traveled Australia for 4 months last year with the car. We shipped it to Australia and traveled around, and yeah, it's been awesome, man. It's been meeting new people and just...
And all that came from leaving all that street stuff behind.
Yes, sir.
And doing something positive and going to the track and doing events and doing something positive. So, no, I love that, man. Thank you. And sponsors kind of jumping in, helping, and YouTube channel helping cover some of that.
Exactly.
Yeah, and obviously you got to, I mean, with the having especially sponsors on board, you can't do any of the street stuff because
they don't like that.
Yeah, no.
At all.
No.
How do you get into this stuff professionally? Like, what's the way up there?
Well, what I would say, it depends on what you're trying to do. If you're trying to compete, obviously you're gonna have to start off with getting a starter car, go get some seat time in, and then go start doing some small competitions. You know, I don't compete myself, so I can't really give you too much advice on competing, but that's
what you do.
Really just networking.
It's just networking,
meeting
social
new
media,
people,
and just
going to different events, different states, like gaining an audience.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you come out drive with us last time? Yeah, you coming next weekend? Come drive with us? That's how it starts, man. Who's gonna come out learning drifting with us next weekend? Y'all coming?
I already know how to drift.
Hold on. The real question: who's pitching in for tires?
Oh, okay. All right.
You see how it's like half the hands went up though? All right. Thank you guys. Thank you. I ruined the tires. No, good man. Thank you guys. Yeah, and we'll just keep pushing. But that's really how you start, right? Just get in, get some seat time. That's cool, man. Well, we'd love to have you guys back and come maybe to one of the track days or even come.
If we drive back from Florida, then we'll try to come back to your event, and we say April 4th.
April 4th, yeah.
Yeah, we'll try to make that. But if not, we'll have to see.
Cool.
When the next one.
Then I can spin the Hellcat when you come?
Shit.
Maybe right along. Yeah.
I'll bring it back up.
Yeah. We gotta make sure. He said he drove, but I want to see the footage. I want to see what that looked like. What first and second gear looked like first. So.
Hey, I got it next time. All
right, well, cool. Anybody got any other questions? Because we still get back to work. Anybody got other questions? Nothing?
Could you turn the Hellcat on one time, please?
Please. Come on, man. Please hit it. If you've been doing this long enough, I already know better. What's up, guys? Thanks for coming through. I'm glad you guys had a chance to stop by on your way down. So
thanks for fixing the trailer as well.
Yeah, that's how it goes. That's what friends do, right? We bust out the welder and fix it up. Gotta get you guys back on the road. So yeah, so what we are, the Career Center, it's a 12-week vocational work program for 18 to 24-year-olds. And it's really, we say it's like helping younger versions of ourselves. Like what did we need as an 18, 19-year-old? We want to get a good career. We want to work with our hands, but kind of don't know where to start. Yeah, that's what this is about. So we do everything from mechanics. Everyone runs through a 12-week rotation learning mechanics, from basic teardown of chassis, doing hydraulic brake lines, engine repair, working mechanics, working our metal fab, learning how to just do basic MIG and TIG and metal fabrication, sheet metal and structural, learning body work and paint. So they're learning how to paint cars in this 2-week rotation, and then learning CNC tech, where they're learning 3D printers and SolidWorks and learning the tech side of all this.
A little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything, and that's how it works. We break it down into a 2-week rotation, so everyone comes through and they get 2 weeks of mechanics, 2 weeks of welding, 2 weeks of body and paint, 2 weeks of tech, so they get to figure out where their field is strongest. Okay. That's kind of the model is we're trying to give people an opportunity to find out who they are in the workforce, get them to figure out what they actually enjoy. A lot of people sign up, they all want to come through the door, they all want to be welders. Welding's great, but they get in, they realize, man, I'm actually better at mechanics.
I like this more than this.
Yeah, actually, I really like 3D printing, and I can make a lot of parts for vehicles or for aerospace or different stuff. So give them a taste of everything and let them figure out who they are in the workforce. At the whole time, they're working on cars and building cool stuff. You know, so we got a couple of chassis here. They're learning to fabricate hydraulic brake lines. So they're learning everything about drum brakes, disc brakes, and making their own lines, and they got to bleed the system by the end of the day. Yeah, it's kind of fun.
That's sick.
The big thing too is how to work as a team, how to complete a task, how to communicate. A lot of people have anxiety, have social anxiety, how to come out in public, and work in an environment like this can be kind of intimidating. So kind of give them that arena and that area to kind of lower tensions, have fun, and they'll learn really cool stuff that they can take off into adulthood. These are a couple motors we got sponsored by Blueprint. Thank God we got some amazing sponsors, amazing friends out there. Blueprint has hooked us up with a couple engines that this week they're finishing up these chassis. Next week they start tearing down this engine and put it back together, wire it, torque spec, and make it run by the end of the day. So this is really, it's not to build the next generation of mechanics, maybe, but it's people who know how to complete a task, know how to work as a team, know how to follow instructions. That's really what it's about. We just use cars as that cool hook to get them in the door to teach all the cool stuff. You know? And then a couple of chassis we got. So yesterday's class was tearing these chassis completely down, understanding what upper and lower control arms, ball joints, gearbox, rack and pinion, understanding these different things and how they come apart and how they go back together. And again, working as a team. You know, and then we have part of our sheet metal fabrication area. Everybody's learning basic blueprinting, how to make metal boxes. Honestly, is where it starts. They're using stomp, shear, brake, and then they're making.
These are like practice runs.
They gotta call this the baby step. So just follow the blueprint of how to make this, how to make a little small step using different tools. Stomp shear, brake, dimple die, bead rollers, and you're making something that actually you use.
Yeah.
So
it's kind of hard at first, but we're doing like
that's so cool.
Basic bead rolling. It's really how to complete a task. You know.
So you guys literally do everything in here.
We're trying. Hey, it's all the fun stuff.
Yeah.
And then we have our crew back here. What's up, guys? How's it going? I don't want to slow you down. Don't worry about us. So, what they're doing is they're basically, this is the other side of the welding department. That's our sheet metal department. This is our structural side. And they're just building these little tables. But how to create an inventory list, cut, measure everything correctly, cut, fit, bevel edges, square it up, and weld it up. It's about completing tasks.
Yeah.
Right? We have our in-house welding guy.
Can't build a cage if you can't build a table. You know what I'm saying?
This is where it ends up. So Joe gets to how to square something up on some square tubing. Then the last 4 weeks of the program, they're actually working on bigger projects where we got some full roll cages. So Joe's done, the last couple of semesters, they've done some amazing roll cages.
We're rocking out cages. Actually, the boot barn truck was a cage we did during class.
Nice.
The cop truck was a cage we did during class. 3BDZ during class. What else we got? I'm missing one.
Maybe a Hellcat.
Hey, I noticed that. You don't have a cage in that thing? No. Oh, dude, that thing's like a Suburban, dude. You do like a really nice cage in that thing.
It's full interior. We're gonna do a roll cage and bucket seats here. So
Call us up, dude. We'll put 4 buckets in it.
that'd be amazing.
It's a Hellcat. You gotta have 4 buckets in the Hellcat.
Yeah, gotta take the homies on ride-alongs, man.
You have to.
Exactly. So it starts with square tubing, basic level, safety, working as a team, and then it goes into working on something fun and cool and exciting. That's what we say. That automotive hook is just that cool, fun hook to get in the door and excited to want to be here and want to learn.
Yeah, 'cause that's one of the worst things ever is waking up every day and hating what you're doing, and you're just not motivated to go, and like you're just not looking forward to your day versus coming somewhere like here and you're excited. You're like, oh, what are we building today? What are we working on? What type of fun are we having today versus being forced to do something?
I know myself, like I get up, I'm ready to go. I love coming to work. I enjoy it. And I think everybody else does too.
I see why.
Yep, it's fun. It's fun.
And the other thing too is this, what we found is a lot of our young people, so it's a 12-week program. A lot of our young people, it's hard for them to stop working their whatever job they have right now. A lot of them are working part-time jobs somewhere. They're young, they're all 18 to 24. They're trying to find that good job. It's hard for them to stop working, to dedicate and focus on this trade school, right? We say that like thinking about your future, investing in your future is a luxury for the rich. A lot of young people don't have this. Young people don't have that time or that money, that backup money that they say, I'm gonna stop working and invest 6 months of education so I can get a better job. So this is a paid program. They're all here right now, making 18 bucks an hour to learn while they're here. Yeah. So, but with that, we push hard. If you look, everybody's focused. Everybody's on it. This is like a real job.
Everyone's dedicated in their own area.
Yeah, so we set a standard. You can't be late. You can't have your cell phone. Can't have your vape. We set a standard, and what we found is all young people will push to meet that standard. They want a chance at better life. They want to be held accountable because they know on the backside of this, there's a real career opportunity. A lot of our young people go right to work. A lot of them at Northrop, Lockheed, Edwards, working at high-end aerospace companies, making real money with full benefits.
Wow.
You know, like full benefits is it goes a long way. You know?
Yeah, it does.
And a lot of times we've had people leave here and go right to $30 an hour full-time careers in aerospace, you know, or working with some amazing automotive companies like Rod Emery restoring classic Porsches. So what they're learning here, the teamwork, the blueprints, the measurements, the cleanliness, the work ethic of showing up every time. It's all the foundation. And everything we're learning is all transferable skills to a multitude of careers that are out there right now. So right here, this is part of our precision drilling class. So this is part of our tech lab. Right now, everybody's learning how to read a blueprint and a traveler. You guys gonna jump in and grab one of these real quick? Yes. Thank you. If you look for us, a big thing is keeping your area clean as you go. But just following your basic layout, your blueprint, they have to complete this task, taking a square piece, and they gotta drill and tap these different plates. And there's a sequence, and they both have to bolt together. And if you're off a little bit, they won't bolt together. Just how to drill a hole. It seems like everybody could drill a hole. Yeah, but can you drill it straight?
Yeah.
And can you, when
per
it goes
millimeter
off, can you fix a hole?
Okay.
Can you fix one that's a little bit off? So having a centered hole is a big deal.
Yeah. What's your first impressions, Jose?
I think it's cool because there's a lot of kids that probably won't ever see this opportunity, especially before this, that wouldn't get a chance to do this, especially you're getting paid to do this, which is insane.
Yeah.
And it sets you up for a real job. I had metal shop in middle school, and it was probably the funnest class I had. They had just gotten rid of automotive, and I wish I did get to go because it would teach kids a lot more and more hands-on. It's not everybody's not set to just go and listen and be book ready, you know. I'm more hands-on. Like, if you sit me down and you're like, this is how you do something, I won't know unless you show me, so.
100%. There's a whole lot of kids out there. We say college is great. It's amazing for people that are on that path, but not everybody's on an academic path. You could have put me in the best college out there. I would have been gone in 2 weeks. It's not, I can't sit still like that, you know. So a lot of us learn different. They're super hands-on. That's how I learn. That's how you learn. That's how everybody else. We find the young people that's how they learn and that's the life they have. There's really nothing out there for us like that. So we created something for us of people that learn differently.
So if in middle school, metal shop was my funnest class to be in, I could just imagine getting paid to do metal shop as a grown up.
It's like a playground here.
And then you get to learn how to do carbon is crazy. That's crazy.
There's so many.
As a grown man, I'm like, I want to learn how to do carbon. I want to learn how to do 3D printing.
Yeah, right? So we got this side. So this is the lab. So everybody in here learning your basic entry-level machinist, doing CNC mills and lathes. There's a lot of young people. There's a lot of entry-level positions out there in the aerospace industry for entry-level CNC machinists. And then our 3D printing lab. So right here, this is it's like the future of what's happening. A lot of companies are going towards 3D printing.
Yeah.
But everybody's really basic SolidWorks and understanding the basic 3D software. Wow. So this is another part of precision measurements. This is something we're working on, creating a intake for Magnuson. It's a prototype for Magnuson for a Hemi.
That's sick.
This is the man, this is the master, this is Rob, the man. Hi guys.
How you doing?
Caveman, how are you? Come to life. Yeah. So this is everybody. They're just learning their basic SolidWorks, just the beginner SolidWorks, and then they're going to get going and keep progressing and keep expanding. But it starts with learning how to do micrometer and caliper, how to learn how to work precision measurements. So right now they're on this 2-week rotation, and then so like I was saying, we have 2 weeks of mechanics, 2 weeks of body and paint, 2 weeks of welding, and 2 weeks of tech. At the end of 8 weeks, they get to figure out where they feel the strongest, and then they will stay for the last 4 weeks in that department. So they're looking for, so the whole time we're vetting, so they're going through this rotation. Not everybody has an aptitude. They're all getting an entry-level figure, but figure on it. There's a few people in here who are like, my last 4 weeks, this is where I want to stay in tech lab. And what they do the last 4 weeks is they work on a big project. Whether it's making steering wheels, they did the whole back half of a C10 last time, all flat plate chassis, did the whole like 3-link suspension, everything. Like they really jump up. All the suspension in the Camaro, all that cantilever suspension, a semester made all that for the Camaro. So
what area do you see most people gravitate towards?
it's so funny. It goes in waves. And I think right now, Rob, you have a lot of people applying for tech.
I know. It's kind of scary. I half the class wanted to be in here.
So it's kind of, we almost run it with the staff to where it's almost like, not a game, but kind of a game where it's up to the staff to create their rotation department that exciting, so more people want to apply for for the last 4 weeks. So right now, Rob and Eric and the teams from here, I think they're winning. I think they're the last one for tech lab. These are tech lab and welding. Once we start talking about, like you guys showing up talking about roll cages, everybody's kind of hyped on doing roll cages, so the welding department's going to be pretty full.
Okay. Yeah. Another thing I noticed was in school, the English teacher and the history teacher, it seemed like they hated their job, you know? You went to the metal shop or wood shop, that guy was passionate about his job and loved it and wanted you to learn it, you know? So that's pretty cool, and it seems like it's the same here. It seems like your, what would you call them, the teachers here as well, it seems like they're pretty passionate about it also.
Instructors are secret sauce for sure, 100%. And getting people like my guy Eric Portillo right here. He's a former graduate.
Jose.
Nice to meet you guys. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, it's been over 2 years ago, 3 years in October.
Nice.
So he graduated and he was just so far ahead and just was able to really took a knack, had a natural ability for this type of stuff. So we poached him from the industry. I said, you got to come help us as a TA, come help us with the next semester. And he just sunk his teeth in, and it was such a perfect fit. So honestly, he's been working here full time. He's a lifer with us now.
Yeah, it's really easy when you already enjoy it, right? It's really easy.
Yeah. It's like you're bedded in, bro. You're going nowhere.
I got no problem with that.
He's one of our core instructors now, and that's a lot of our people are kind of, you employ from within, you know, you build up from within. So a lot of our staff are people that come through the program, or people from the industry, like Robbie. I've known this guy for 20 years, and he built a small CNC table. His first one he built from scratch by hand, but from a bunch of extra parts, and built his own CNC table, CNC plasma table. And I used to have him cut parts for us, and just became buddies, and then it just evolved. And then we got him over here, and then he kind of built the tech lab and kind of kept going. So yeah, it's cool. We're actually looking at getting a laser table pretty soon, so we're gonna be retiring this thing pretty soon.
Yeah, it seems like you guys are pretty passionate, which is pretty cool. You know, it seems like everybody enjoys being at work. I brought up the trailer being, your guy, Wilton, brought up the trailer being messed up. The other guy was like, yo, I'll fix it. Like,
Joe.
That's right on, dude. Pretty
Hop right on.
Yeah, and that's really coming from like the car world. It's like we've all been there where something's breaking, so I'll jump in to help and jump in and make stuff, get somebody back on the road. You know, like that's what it's about.
It's a team effort.
It was pretty cool seeing all the kids' reactions. I don't say kids, young adult reactions with the cars as well. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, no, loud exhaust wins, dude. A big copy cam is gonna win.
Hell yeah.
They're all working on stuff.
It's kind of easy when you tack it out, everyone gets excited.
Yeah.
We met Aaron at PRI last year, and he had a car on display with Magnuson that was just incredible. And now we're gonna walk in and show you guys.
This was their project last year for SEMA, right, Eric?
Yeah.
For SEMA, that his crew and the students built, correct?
Yeah. A lot of our students, and then we had to do this one under wraps. We had to do it fully secret from the internet because we were trying to get in the Toyo Tread Pass. You have to unveil it at the event. So Yeah, this is one of the cars. It started as just a small idea, and it just took off to build a wide body '68 Camaro, and we've cut the quarter panels, cut the fenders, stretched everything about 5.5 inches, full carbon fiber front. A lot of it's carbon fiber that's been done in-house here in our carbon fiber lab up the street. All the roll cage, everything, and a lot of it, truly, man, it's help from our sponsors, from Magnuson, Blueprint, QA1, Detroit, Speed. I mean, it's so many people that have jumped in. Holly has just been phenomenal. So many people get behind, youth training and inspiring young people to get into the industry and use their hands, because if young people aren't getting into it, it's gonna die.
For sure.
So and how do we incentivize young people to get them off the street, put tools in their hands, and show them there's a better life out there,
and a positive route to the car world versus the negativity that the news portrays.
No, 100%. I think that's where we have a responsibility of, instead of just saying it, actually creating it, creating that environment for people to come. And hey, so now we're partnered with Willow Springs, and now we go have track days, and we go to Willow Springs and bring the cars the kids have worked on and actually teach them how to drive and let them drive. That's that's core memories you have for life,
for sure.
And that's building someone that's responsible. They know how to work with their hands, and they're going and they're driving responsibly. That's a future. That's a life.
What's pretty cool too is what you said before about half of your students were just wanting to learn how to drive manual.
Yeah.
They had half of the course. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Because that's dying in itself. What new cars do you know they're making in manual besides like the CTSV and maybe the 2 doors? Some of the 2 doors.
Yep. Yeah. Right. Most of our kids, when we went to the track, who wants to learn manual? Everyone just jumped up just to learn manual, and then to do ride-alongs, and then we started teaching a few people how to do donuts, and we start first, second gear donuts. Oh man, had a blast. Yeah, it's so much fun, But yeah, it comes from just it's meeting people, creating an environment where we have people coming and they get to meet people from the industry coming in. It's a perfect setup, and they get to kind of show their peers what they've been working on. And it's not something, you talked about auto shop or welding shop. They've cut a lot of that out of schools. And unless you have somebody in your tight circle that's what they do to show you, good luck ever trying it.
Yeah, and then I talked to a buddy who works in the East Coast, and they actually still do have auto body. And he's like, they're cutting us out. They're not giving us any budget, which sucks because it could set up kids for the future if that's what they want to do, Then you see a lot of shops that are closing down now, and it's because it's dying out slowly.
It's not from lack of work. The work is there, but a lot of employers can't find good workers, so they end up closing up shop or going somewhere else, and they just can't do it. And it's like, no, we have a responsibility. There's hundreds of kids of young people that want something better and are down to do the work for good pay, and they just need that avenue to set them up.
Yeah, or even kids that don't even know anything about the industry, and once they jump in, it's like their whole lives. That's something they want to do forever now that they didn't know that they wanted to do before.
100%. We have lots of that, of people that they see cars or they think it might be a cool opportunity, and they get here and they get their hands on it, and they actually realize, hey, I'm good at this. Hey, here's a life. And we've had someone that just came back, and a young person came through the program. They graduated, they got hired at Lockheed, and they've just over the last 2 years have grown up, and they're making over $100,000 a year right now.
That's awesome.
Like it's phenomenal, dude, of where it can go from working with their hands. And I think they worked before that. I think they were working like seasonal at the movie theater or something.
Oh yeah,
like it's
little
part-time jobs.
Yeah.
That there's a lot of people have, like, we had somebody that was selling ice creams. You know what I mean? And they want something better but don't know where to start. And they come in here and they kind of get their hands on. They get working. They build up a resume. They get some good work ethic, and they realize, I actually like welding. Or I like doing body work. I can disassemble and reassemble. I'm good at attention to detail. And then a lot of people don't realize all these jobs that are out there that they even exist. There's so many different jobs in aerospace and automotive that they just think you work at as a changing oil or just a entry-level mechanic.
A lube tech. It's like there's so many different routes you can go.
Lots of different opportunities.
So how does it make you feel when somebody like that student that's making over the $100,000? How does it make you feel? Does it make you feel good that you created this program that's helping somebody, go that far up already?
That's when we know like what we're doing works. Is when kids come back to check in, say, hey, come back on their day off, pop in, and just talk about their life. They'll show up in their new car with a big fat car payment or whatever, you know what I mean? But they show up and they're just talking about their current life.
Yeah,
and
there's
it's
success that was created from this program.
Yeah, it's awesome. Or when you see somebody, honestly, I think the welding department is probably like where I get the most joy. You know, where I get where that spark actually still hits when you get someone and it's like their first time trying and they're nervous, you know, they're scared. That first couple welds, they look pretty nasty, you know, and you kind of work with them, and within a couple minutes, MIG welding, you can get somebody pretty decent, pretty fast, pretty stable, and they can get some good tack welds, get a nice little pulse weld, and you can feel it within 5 minutes. You can feel that confidence start to build, and that's when you know, like that. For me, that's all I need right there. Like when you can feel that someone starts to build that self-confidence, man, that's it.
Yeah.
So.
One thing I don't think we talked about was how did this program start?
Oh man, it's so I started this back in 2014, and honestly, it was just a combination of a million different things. But I started, I had a small shop restoring classic cars, and just on a whim, I started volunteering at a local soup kitchen. You know, and I kind of grew up struggling and limited opportunities. So as a way to be able to give back, I started like cooking spaghetti on Sundays for like 400 people, and it was just what I started doing. In a couple of years of volunteering and working at the soup kitchen, you know, people thought I was there doing community service, and I was like, no, bro, I'm just here to help. You know, I'm here to help out. That's it. And it was a couple of years of doing that, and I'm watching kids grow up in the food lines every week. The family's coming in, and it's like, man, that kid, it's not his fault that he's stuck in that life because of whatever his parents have done or whatever. So it's like, I want to do something better than just a plate of food. So I had a shop. I had a bunch of extra parts. I built a 1931 Ford Roadster out of extra parts I had, sold raffle tickets, and gave that car away, and we raised money. I gave it all the way to 2 different homeless shelters just for the kids of the shelters.
That's really
cool. So it was really just working with kids that were homeless. And then it went from giving a car away to raise money for kids that were homeless to, man, I have a shop. I could create an after-school program and have these kids come here, and I could teach them how to weld and how to do little paint. So I started an after-school program in 2016, and I had kids 13 to 18-year-olds coming in. It was mostly kids that foster, you know, hard backgrounds that coming in, and kids doing community service, you know, on probation, coming through, and teach them how to weld, how to fabricate, how to read a blueprint, and have a safe place to be after school. And from that, it grew into a work program for the 18 to 24, and that's really what we are now, is for those same kids when they hit 18 and real life hits you in the face and you're not prepared. Well, this became another avenue to prepare you for those careers that are out there, and set you up for a real successful life.
Yeah,
that's so cool.
I think it's awesome because it's pretty easy to get for a lot of these kids to get sucked into the street life, you know, and
sure,
especially living in it and being surrounded by their friends and others. So it's hard to go against the odds and do, you know. But it's cool. You're offering them a job to learn something. It's I don't know, it's insane to me, but it works. It works.
I appreciate what you
do.
No,
100%.
thank you, man. Thank you. I think we've had.
I think everybody in the automotive scene or not appreciates, you know, what you do, because it's
keeping it
awesome.
alive too. Teaching tons of knowledge.
Yeah, no, thank you, man. We enjoy. Like we said, we've had, I think, up over 500 and some kids that have come through, and the majority of them are working full-time careers somewhere in the automotive or aerospace industry, like not in prison, not on the street, not out there running around getting in trouble. Like it's creating a life. Like it's beautiful.
Solid future for everyone that comes through here.
Yeah, it's awesome.
All right, let's do a quick walk around of this thing so I don't get any comments saying we didn't show it. So you got the center mount exhaust, extreme diffuser on it, all full carbon. So what is not carbon on this thing?
Man, not carbon. So we did a carbon deck lid, not carbon. So the quarter panel and the body, the quarter panel, the roof and the doors, we just ran out of time. We were gonna do carbon doors, not carbon. That is all OG steel. But the whole front, so deck lid, obviously the skirt or the rocker, the full dash, everything is all custom dash.
Wow.
Race grip and Holly. Just phenomenal. NRG has honestly, I got to do a huge shout. NRG has been one of our very first sponsor, person that showed up with a truck full of parts years ago and was like, yo, I'm with it, and just dropped off a bunch of steering wheels and seats and shirts. We were able to style the kids out, and that whole crew, Jason, the whole crew out there have just hooked us up from day one, and it's like all love. Like one of our first sponsors that came on with us.
Hell yeah.
Really, really cool. but the whole front's all carbon. We took the original fenders. Original ones were pretty beat, so we reached out to Autometal Direct, and they sent us out some new fenders that we were able to slice, stretch, modify, and then make molds of.
Wow.
Yeah, same thing, and made mold of the original of the Autometal Direct hood and front pieces, and then down here, this has been all 3D printed parts in our tech lab. There's all 3D printed parts that we glued together, bodyworked in our bodywork department, and then made all of the carbon pieces in our carbon fiber lab up the street. Yeah.
So cool. Wow. And this just goes to show you the quality that they're teaching at this place. Like, they're not just showing you how to barely do anything. The quality is shown in this car that they are teaching. It's amazing.
No, everything
It's truly
hands-on.
amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
So as you create that sense of pride, you know?
Yeah.
Sense of pride and create something cool. Same thing like this truck. This is something that was created here. This is a full carbon fiber bed. This is something we're working on with the local police department, doing a anti-street racing race truck. You know? Full roll cage, everything set up, doing a cantilever system. All stuff that was fabricated here. Carbon fiber bed. All the roll cage. Most of the front's all carbon.
Yeah, this thing is sick. You don't see too many carbon race trucks. This is wild. Full carbon bed.
Yeah, so hopefully this thing will be finished up, and this semester we'll have this thing. We're gonna repaint the white and paint the roll cage, a couple things to finish up, and hopefully this thing's ready. This is another engine by Blueprint, a little stroker motor by Blueprint. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Sick. This place is so cool.
Yeah, this is one of the little cars that we just teaching the kids how to drive. So we took out a while ago. We might have bumped the wall a little bit, might have bumped the K-rail. So kind of come with a couple new bash bars, repair a couple things, and this is just a really fun car to teach people how to drive stick and how to just really how to start doing some donuts. So we're just going through lightening it up right now. Getting ready to do another roll cage pretty soon.
This thing looks very familiar.
Yeah, this is one of the homies' old cars, huh?
Oh, really?
Ben
Yeah.
from Hoonigan.
Yeah.
His old car.
Yeah, dude. Actually, so I don't know. I never met him. This was actually I found on. It was up on Marketplace, and Marketplace is the devil. I gotta stay off of there, man. It's
we were
bad.
talking about that on the way up here. Like,
So I just happened. It was like midnight. I was just like couldn't sleep. I jumped on Marketplace. This thing popped up instantly, and I messaged the guy, and I was like, "Hey, It was up for like a really affordable price, and I'm like, I'm down. I can show up tomorrow." And the guy was like, right away. I guess I was the first person. He's like, "See you tomorrow. Let's do it." And right away, boom. And that's when he told me. I guess this was Vin's car.
it's a perfect practice car.
Yeah. Yeah. So we've been having some fun with it. We've been bumping some stuff, and so we're just going through lightening everything up right now, and hopefully in the next week or so we'll have this thing back out there. Have this up.
All right, pretty much got a full tour of the entire program. Really cool. Make sure you guys go follow Los Angeles Career Center on Instagram. You guys have a YouTube channel?
We do. Yeah, we do. We got a YouTube channel. Yeah, Los Angeles Career Center. Okay. I think so. Yeah, you have to look us up. We spend more time on IG, I guess. That's the bread and butter. Yeah. But yeah, no, we do have a YouTube channel.
Awesome. Make sure you guys go subscribe. Follow them on Instagram. Once again, thank you very much.
Thanks for coming out, you guys. For real, man. It was a pleasure. Yeah, it's good to see you guys.
And thank you for fixing the trailer.
Yeah, be safe down the road, guys. Be safe.
Now we are on our way, continuing the journey to Florida. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you're interested in the Career Center, make sure you hit them up on Instagram. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. See you in the next video. Deuces.